Hi, this is Mark from Altcoin Buzz. You know, they say follow the smart money. So today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin real quick, and I mean real quick because you already know what's going on with it. We're also going to look at a few of the coins that Digital Currency Group, the venture capitalists, have in their portfolio and see how they're doing. So let's get started. Okay, on the Bitcoin USD one-day chart, we're going to take a look at a couple things and then we're going to move on. Looking for some healthy consolidation or a little bit of a retracement here. Don't want to just go parabolic because when we have a huge spike up, that gives us the opportunity to have a huge spike down. So we'd really like to see some consolidation happen in this area, which we're getting on the lower time frames. That's very healthy. Even a retracement down like we talked about yesterday would be okay. If that retracement happened, I'm going to go to the Fibonacci and take a look at that real quick. From the bottom, and I'm only interested in the candles because I'm not looking at the liquidity touch points right now. I'm looking for what happened on the closes. 50% retracement puts us back in at that $6,700 range, $6,700 to $6,800 range, just like we talked about as a potential possibility because we did have resistance there, which can end up as our support level if we retrace down that far. But again, on the lower time frames, we're seeing some healthy consolidation. So we may not see that retracement. We may just see a little bit of healthy consolidation come in here and then come back up on a run again. I did want to show you something a little interesting. There is a tool in TradingView, and that's the website that I use for the charting because some of you have asked. And you can get it for free. That doesn't cost you anything. If you add some extra tools and it does cost you, you would have to go to a pro version. But you can get the basic tools and some indicators on TradingView for free. But if you take a look at this pattern right here that we ended up with when we went on that last run up to try and test that $10,000. And if I just take that and I move it over here, that's looking very similar. Now, obviously, past history does not mean future results, right? But if you look at this compared to where we were over here, and I just overlay them, remember we talked about the potential for getting to 9,000 based upon the Wyckoff counting method, and that's where this pattern from before takes us. So I just thought it was interesting that this is developing to be very, very similar to this in here. Probably doesn't mean anything, but I did think it was fun to look at. Okay, so let's follow the smart money. In the Digital Currency Group's portfolio, that's the venture capitalists that have this portfolio of crypto coins. They've got most of it in Bitcoin, so we've already looked at that. They've got some in they've got 25% in Ethereum Classic, 15% in Zcash, 5% in Decentraland, and 5% in Zencash. So let's take a look at those charts and see how they're looking. So looking at Zencash on the USD one-day chart, it looks like it found some support around 1585. It actually started on a little bit of a run back in June, at the end of June. And if we just went to its all-time high, it's somewhere in the $60 range back here. And then let's just see where we potentially are looking at in a short-term target. You're finding resistance right now at that $29 range. That's here at the 50% level of the Fibonacci. So your next level that you're looking at is about 32.40 or 50. And that's where you'd want to see it settle in. You'll probably see some resistance there, but that's what you're looking for now is that level of 32.40. So now at Decentraland on the one-day USD chart, we got support sitting at about 9 cents right here, and a little bit of what appears to be a cup and handle coming in, which shows a very bullish action as soon as we get through this consolidation that we have going on. An all-time high at around somewhere around 20 cents. And if we were to look at kind of the short-term possibilities here, 15 cents would be the next target that I'd be looking for if this takes another run up. So that's the short-term action on Decentraland. Okay, Zcash on the, not to be confused with Zencash, Zcash on the USD one-day chart. Support looking like it's sitting in right about 170. Although we've got this W setting up on the chart that looks like a double top with some downward momentum. So since we're on that downtrend, your next target is probably somewhere in here at on the short term at least, 184, 185. And then on the short term, if you can break through that, you're going to see some resistance to that 240, but you're targeting that 268. Okay, and then finally, Ethereum Classic on the USD one-day chart. Pretty steady rise, but some very nice action. This is a very healthy chart action starting back in June, the middle of last month on Ethereum Classic. The all-time high on Ethereum Classic at about $46, somewhere in there it looks like. Short term from a Fibonacci standpoint, we'd be looking at a target of somewhere around $19, $20. So that'll wrap it up right now for a quick look on the charts today, and hopefully this helped you out. Please make sure you subscribe and like so that you can get these videos as they pop up. Also visit us at altcoinbuzz.io, where you can get to all the blog posts as they get posted throughout the day and quick links to all the other great content that we have to offer. Until next time, may all your trades be good ones.